It can't all be pretty. Um, and I know right now, um, Cowboys fans probably aren't happy with that performance, and I get it. Um, I wouldn't be either. Um, but they can't all be pretty. And today was an example of no rest mixed with your game planner for one quarterback and um you get another. And Josh Dobbs, he's a career backup. Drink some apple juice, y'all. Um, Josh Dobbs, hey, what's up, Aisha? What's up, y'all? What's up, everybody? Folks coming in. Dobbs is a career backup. And right now fans are everybody wanted Dallas to win 35-0. And I get it. But Tennessee is one of the teams that I liked, that I watched, that I'll say coming in the season. I love their run defense. I know you wouldn't be able to run the ball. Now they're, ranked last against the pass, and the fumble, the INT, um, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. And the pick to Kevin Byard, who Kevin Byard is a hell of a player. He's been doing that since he got in the league. Um, if you're a tick off, he'll get you. But that being said, I don't like, these guys are human, and I'm not making any excuses for them. Um, but it was a 14-point game. You won by 14. Yeah, I hope my math is right, y'all. You won by 14 points, and you were favored to win by 13. So, it's tricky because the game, at times felt kind of like, but you won by 14 points, and you were favored to win by 13. So, you know, um, you guys tell me. One of the things, and y'all know, I'm never gonna focus on negatives, so I'm not gonna sit here and talk about the picks. Nothing is gonna move me to say that Dak still isn't playing his best ball. Now he got fooled late in the second half. Excuse me, say late in the second quarter. He got fooled on that one. And no, excuse me, he didn't get fooled. He was a tick behind Schultz on that throw, and it was a pick. Um, Dallas is going to go through a game. I don't know when. It'll probably be in the playoffs, whenever, when Dak doesn't throw an interception. For the life of me, I can't figure out these interceptions. Like, it's just like, it's almost like a curse or something weird. Because that's not even a player that Dak is. But he's taking more chances. Teams are loading up to stop the run, like they did tonight. And I thought that Malik Davis did some nice things early. But teams, for the most part, are loading up to stop the run. And in that, if they're gonna do that, you have to throw the ball. If what did Philly do? Philly played a 5-man front. Dallas had to throw the ball. Interceptions happen. Um, and so it's tough because you want a four you want a 4 touchdown game for 350 yards and 5 missed passes. That's what you want every game. That's Madden, but that's not that's just not realistic. And teams have figured out, let's get the ball out quick. Even Dobbs tonight, let's get the ball out quickly. And I think that's what Tennessee tried to do. In Dallas, they gave up, I think, one scoring drive um, to a quarterback they had no familiarity with. Probably did no film work on him. Probably were preparing for Malik Willis. And I don't know if the game plan changed that much, but um, it is what it is. I think that one of the things that Dallas is going to have to clean up, and thanks all y'all who are coming on. I think that one of the things that Dallas is going to have to clean up, um, um, Dallas is going to have to clean up um, when we're okay. I'm having a brain fart right now, guys. I'm sorry. When teams take away CeeDee Lamb for stretches in a game, Dallas is going to have to clean up the other guys being ready. Schultz was ready tonight. It looks like Dak is developing more faith, and the rapport is getting better and better, which is good with T.Y. Hilton. But Noah Brown has kind of he's been kind of, and then Mike Gallup, man, it's like the career that Mike was having, it's clear that he's not healthy and he's just not himself. It's clear. So they're gonna have to clean up that part of when teams are trying to take away CeeDee Lamb. And CeeDee finished with another 100-yard game, by the way. I wanted him to get. I said he would get to 1,400 this year. I think he's gonna fall short. He'll probably end up with like 1,250, maybe 1,300. But he won't have a 200-yard game next week against the Commanders. He might not even play, depending on what Philly does. In that, CD has solidified himself as your number one. Don't let what Philly fans are telling you in this and that. He's solidified himself as the guy. It was even dope seeing CD, go back and forth with whoever that linebacker was. They're throwing quick game to CD. They're doing screens. They're doing all sorts of things. And now it's like Kellen has a beat on CD. The interesting thing is, I think that the ball is funneling to other athletes and other receivers when it's supposed to. That's what I thought. Okay, cool. So he does have 1,300 right now. I don't know why it hasn't updated anywhere else. I thought he has 1,300. Good. I know I wasn't crazy. CD has 1,300 because he had 1,200 last week. 1,308. Thank you, sir. Cowboys fan. Why didn't nobody else correct me? What's up with y'all? Let me tweet that, man. And it's crazy because I had a future bet going with somebody that he does have 13. Okay, so CeeDee Lamb. Okay. Let me tweet that. Let me tweet that, y'all. Can I tweet that for a second? I'm finishing my tweet. I said CeeDee Lamb has 1,300 yards. This summer, I said he would finish with 1,400. Dang. Boy, Fuss, you be calling it. That's kind of dope, y'all. All right. I know I wasn't crazy. Thank you, y'all. CeeDee Lamb is doing his thing. Okay, so next week, I think that I think that CeeDee Lamb will want to get to 1,300, right? I mean, excuse me, to 1,400. He'll probably watch this video and say, yeah, I got to get to 14. No, CeeDee Lamb has been great, man. He's been everything that I think that we knew he could be. And Kellen Moore has a beat on him. and I think that that's cool. And I think that um, the way that you're using him in motion, the way that you're using him in the slot, the way that you're using him in quick game is what you have to do. It's what the Cowboys have to do, and I think it's what the Cowboys will do. Um, but there are times in game where you need other players to win. I thought that the way that T.Y. Hilton played today is probably how you were going to deploy Odell Beckham. The difference is Odell is probably a little bit more dynamic in the red area, but but Ty looks like he looks like he has fresh legs, and he looks like he has some juice in his legs. Um, Ty Hilton on the quick out, that was like, okay, he's he's not like the old guy. Like, he still looks like prime. T.Y. Hilton looked like prime Indianapolis T.Y. And if you're going to use him in spot dude like this, it's perfect. I think that next week, and the cool part about next week, let me check my app. I'm actually in D.C. Well, I'm in the DMV area. I think the cool part about next week is that um, it's going to be warm. All next week, yeah. All next week it's going to be warm. And then on Sunday, it'll be a 40-degree game. So Dallas can come out here, so it won't be like freezing cold. So Dallas can come out here next week and play a game. Okay, so the good thing about what Dallas is doing, right? The good thing about it is they need to continue to play games. Like, they have to. Um and I think that they will. Like, Dallas needs to keep playing football. Absolutely. Thank you, sir. And I'm gonna give y'all some time, man. We're gonna talk ball today. Aisha, what's going on? My girl Aisha. Y'all make sure y'all check out Girls Talk. Man, she is a great analyst. She knows ball, and shout out to all the females who talk ball and are clean with knowing football and just knowing their stuff. And shout out to all y'all. Like, y'all are all dope. Because y'all are definitely dope because it's 12 o'clock Eastern and y'all are up with me, um, talking football. Okay, let's get to the monkey in the room. Um, Jose says, "Foot, stop making excuses. This team is one and done." Well, Jose, not really. I mean, you just played a playoff team and you beat them by 14 points. So why are we? You just played a playoff. You just played a team. Man, I knew it was gonna. Yeah, we definitely got to run one for sure. I want to have you on. Okay, so you just played a playoff team, right? And you won by 14 points. And at times it did look weird. You had a dropped interception from Diggs. You had a very unfortunate interception by Hendershot. Um, and it's just like, you know, why do we want to be one and done? Like, now I did tweet, I won't be a hypocrite. I said, if you play like this, you will lose to Tampa. And for stretches of that game, Dallas played like, they wanted to lose to Tampa. But then they got themselves together. The second half, played mistake-free football, and they put the game away. Um, and so, and the truth is, these people are human. Um, Dallas is coming off of a short week. And I can see if they lost the game. I can see if the game was even closer. There was no point in that game where I felt like the game was close. And you just came off an emotional game with Philly. It's hard to get up. It's hard to get up versus a team that you should beat. It's hard to get up versus that team. Like, if you playing your little brother in Madden or your little brother in Even if y'all playing in the backyard, right? And you playing basketball, like, and he been talking trash all day, but it's your little brother. It's hard to get up. So I'm not gonna stay on this topic for too long because we're here to talk football. But I get it. Right now, every Cowboys fan is, we're done. This team isn't good. I can't, I know. I get that. Like, if that's how you want to feel, I'm not going to be mad at you. And I also want to dispel this whole Kellen Moore is a bad offensive coordinator. Like, I I honestly think that maybe just people just want somebody to blame. Kellen Moore will coach rings around Scott Linehan and what he was doing. Um, I've called for Kellen Moore to be more deliberate with his use of CeeDee Lamb, and he's done that. Players got to execute at a point. Like, at some point, players have to execute. At some point, Noah Brown can't drop 3 passes in a row. At some point, Hendershot can't, the ball hits him in the chest and whatever, and it squirts out and it's a pick. At some point. So this whole, like, if we're gonna say Kellen is calling a bad game, then give me facts. Tell me the bad plays that you didn't like that Kellen called today. I thought Kellen called a great game. If we're gonna talk about execution, that's one thing, but you're talking about the play call, that's another thing. You see what I'm saying? But like when we're talking about execution, like what are we talking about? It's like do us as fans, right? We're all fans of this game. Do we all really know the difference between bad execution and a bad play call? Because a play call is, a bad play call is you're looking at what a team's doing and you're calling something based on it. Well, like, I don't know if people watch film or really know what's going on, but the Titans' run defense is really good. Go look at the rankings. They weren't going to let you run the ball. So I know we wanted to see a lot more. And I like what the Reaper's saying. That's it. Like, this is facts. That's why every game in the NFL, that's why so many people lose these parlays and they're asking me who should I pick. I'm like, I don't know. Kansas City's gonna take. I mean, the Texans are gonna take Kansas City in overtime this week. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I knew you would not be able to run a ball against the Titans. I knew it. Literally like 300 pounds across that D line. Like, they don't have, shrimp D tackles and 3 techs. No, they're playing with like all 1 techs, like 1 tech build players. Like, they're playing with all 150s across that line, like F-150s on that line, even if Jeffrey Simmons isn't out there. And so the point is like, just go do the research on how the Titans play. They're ranked last against the pass, and that's what Dallas did. They attacked them in the air. Schultz had a blast. Schultz had a game. Your receivers did what they were supposed to do. And the white, let me see, not the white, I was going to say. The silver, I got the wrong color. I was about to say the white lining. The silver lining is you did it against the number. What pass? What was Philly's ranking against the pass? Which I kind of knew we would kind of expose them with. What was their ranking against the pass? Philly's ranking against the pass was like, I think they were like number 2 against the pass. So, like, at a point, you did it against a Philly team who, quote unquote, had one of the best secondaries in the world in the NFL. You did it against them. So if you start off a little bit slow against the Titans, or you don't play your quote unquote best football, because I do believe that this team knows that it's about the playoffs, and I do believe that they're going to take their game up for the playoffs. The good thing is CeeDee Lamb is hitting a stride. Could possibly go for a 200-yard game in the playoffs. The dude is hitting a stride. I'm gonna I'm gonna go out swinging with CD. 88's hitting the stride. Um, the good thing is T.Y. Hilton is getting in rhythm. That's a great thing. That's not a good thing. That's an amazing thing. He's getting in rhythm and he's getting in his bag. He's getting in his jam. And that to me is more exciting than because if like even Odell, right? Let's say we grabbed Odell. Um we grab Odell and Odell's not ready. Odell plays none of these games. Do we honestly think that Odell and Dak will have the chemistry needed for a deep playoff run? The good thing about T.Y. Hilton is him and Dak now have some type of chemistry, some type of swagger, some type of vibe with each other. Just having Odell play in a playoff game where we see that okay, we see that Dak sometimes struggles with I won't say he struggles, but like if players aren't where they're supposed to be, it kind of messes Dak up. Like I couldn't say it any better. Like the Cowboys literally, I gotta tweet that. I know people are mad, but like when you think about it, they covered a 13.5 NFL spread. There's no it's like the Reapers, there's no blowouts in the NFL, dog. This isn't Sam Houston State versus Alabama. Like all these, like I hate to tell y'all, Kevin Byard is a really good player. He's a Pro Bowler. Like he has, you know what I mean? He has pride. Kevin Byard has pride. Breaking news. So um all right, I'm off of that. Um you're hitting a stride, right? So you're hitting a vibe where your guys, CD, um, Ty, Gallup, Noah, but Schultz, Fergie, and something that people really don't want to talk about is Tony Pollard. I won't say he was missed, but the juice that he brings is you need that. Now let's talk about injuries. You talking about a scare. When Dak kind of was favoring that knee, I was like, oh brother, here we go. And then obviously he got up, it was okay. Uh but when Dak was favoring that knee, that kind of bothered me. And then obviously the big one is Tyler Biotis goes down. Now he was back on the sideline, which tells me that I think he's going to be fine. I think they're saying that it's just an ankle roll or a sprain, which is good. He'll be ready for the playoffs, it seems. Um, and with those sprains, you don't want it to happen to anybody, but you would much rather it happen to a lineman than a skill guy who has to cut, who has to do all these types of things. Um, so to me, um, you got out the game for the most part healthy. Now, I think, and this is just Foots talking here, even if Philly wins this week, which the Saints are going to be playing Philly hard, and the Saints have a really stingy defense. Again, it won't be a gimme game for Philly. It's not going to be a gimme game. They got dudes on that team with pride. If Philly loses that game, I think that you need to play it a certain way. If Philly wins that game, I still think that you go to Washington and say, listen, Washington is a playoff team. They're probably knowing Washington, they're gonna go to Cleveland or they're gonna play Cleveland this week and lose. It's just a Washington thing to do. And they're gonna be fighting for their lives to get in the playoffs. If it's me, I would love love to put Washington out of the playoffs. Why? I'm not into helping anybody that could possibly beat me later. And then number two, Dallas has to keep playing football. You're playing a wild card game. The Cowboys have to keep playing football, right? So that'll be interesting, and that'll be something that you know that'll be something to watch for. Um, like I said, Washington has to keep playing football. They're not in, and and I think that Dallas has to keep playing football for the sense of you can't take your foot off the gas. Like I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I think Philly's gonna lose first round more than like Philly will probably lose or have a higher chance of losing first round more than Dallas because if let's say that Green Bay had plays in Philly their first game, and it could be us, but let's say it's Green Bay. That's a bad matchup for a team that's been sitting, or for a team that is getting a quarterback that may have to throw his way back into a game. So, for me, it's one of those things that, okay, now Jose, now you're just being negative. He's not out for the year, 4 to 6 week injury. Jose, he's gonna play. Relax. Jose, you're being negative, buddy. Stop it. Um, you won the game. You didn't lose, Jose. Relax. Okay. Maybe these Uggers win was on purpose. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Jorge. No, I don't think that. It's just a human element of these guys, man. I don't think it was on purpose. Let's see what Aisha says. People also don't understand how good that run defense is. Yes, run defense is really good. Um, I love the conversation in the chat, guys. I really do. Again, guys, we're fine. I'm gonna look at the positives. Everybody on this team, everybody told me that Dallas's offense wouldn't be able to score without Amari Cooper, and I think you've been just fine. That's a good thing. I was told a bunch of things, and I think the Cowboys have been fine. One of the positives is, CeeDee Lamb's emergence has just been. I'm gonna just focus and stay on that. The way that CeeDee Lamb has played this year is just, man, almost inspiring for me. He goes about his business the right way. He's a positive dude. It's inspiring, guys. Um, um, it's clear that you need one more receiver to kind of help him out, but he's a clear one. And he's arrived, man. He's arrived in year 3 to being the guy who we thought he could be. He fell to us in the draft, and I think that a lot of teams probably wish that they would have drafted him because he's been really, really good. And I think he's going to continue to be really, really good. Defensively, gave up 1 TD. Everything else was clean for the most part. Good play from Wright. Bland. I like Bland blitzing. That was good. Excuse me, guys. This is bad. I got some gummy worms. I like Bland blitzing a lot. That's a good wrinkle. And I also think that Bland has the feel to do it. I remember Scavenger used to blitz all the time, would never get home. You have to have a feel for it. I think it's really. I think Dan Quinn did a really good job with that part of it because Michael was getting so much attention. Yeah, I think that you had to. I think that was a good job. I think they did good against the run game. Hassan Haskins held him in check. Hassan Haskins was somebody that I wanted Dallas to draft. Big back, somebody who can. And obviously, he's not Derrick Henry, but he, physical guy. I think Dallas did a good job. I like the way Damone Clark played. Um, Fill gaps, flew around out there. Defense will be fine, especially when Hankins and LVE come back. Now you won't see them till the playoffs for sure, and you shouldn't. Um, Michael will probably sit the second half of the Washington game. Um, and a few of these other guys will too. But for the most part, for me, like we all know this team will be judged in the playoffs. Right now, it looks like you're going to play one of these NFC South teams. And I'm ready. At the end of the day, guys, hey, y'all. Hey, Jessica. David Smith, Dwayne Johnson, Donnell. We got 205 people in here. Much love to y'all. At the end of the day, you can't win every game 50-0. Never forget, guys, we put up 40 on Minnesota. Minnesota's ranked as the second best team in the NFC. So, we've seen this team turn it up. So, again, like what Jessica's saying, I'm happy to be 12-4. We're not going to go crazy. Let's let these guys get 10 days of rest. They get a little mini bye. They need it. Let's see. If you get Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So they get their 10 days of rest. And I think that it'll be cool. Yeah, the Reaper's making some good points. The field was kind of goofy. And you're really lucky to get out of there with how you got out of there, and hopefully right now it's sounding like Biotis is okay. Maybe he won't play next week, but I think with that rolled sprained ankle, that because it looked like he rolled it and got rolled up on it, it looks like he'll be okay. So, guys, I'm sleepy. I can't hide it anymore. I yawned once, and my eyes are getting low because I'm tired. It's your boy Foots. I'll be back with videos. We need a watch guide this week. Well, it don't matter. Let me just say this. Let me end on this note. We got 213 people in here. Okay. Let me end on this note. Guys, doesn't it feel good to not have to do math at the end of these games? To not have to watch all of these games around the league. Oh, did what's the name get in? Oh, did what's the name lose? Oh, did this team lose? Oh, did that team lose? Oh, they didn't lose. We don't have a shot. Oh, all we have to do is take care of our business. Oh, all we got to do is we control our destiny. No. You won these games. You earn the right to not have to scoreboard watch. You drafted a certain way. You prepped a certain way. All that type of stuff. And now you don't have to do that. Now you can just watch the games on Sunday and know that you're in no matter what. So I think that's priceless. It's your boy Foots. Yes, Nashawn Wright did have a good game. Long corner. Did a great job. It's your boy Foots, guys, as always. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing. I'm going to sleep. Everybody put a sleep emoji in the chat, either Z's or sleep. Get your rest, y'all. Don't overreact. Everybody put some Z's in the chat. Z's. Get rest, y'all. We can't focus on this too long, man. Like, you won the game, it's gonna be okay. It's your boy Foots. Hit me up, guys. At Foots the King on IG, at Foots the King on Twitter. IG and Twitter is where I will respond to stuff. So, all right, y'all. It's your boy Foots. Get some rest because I'm tired. Peace.